Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Audrey, I'm 20 years old and I'm on the autistic spectrum. So before I get started, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss one of my lovely videos. So let's get started. So today I'm just going to give you guys a little update on how I've been feeling because I really want to be the type of person who's honest and I want to embody the type of YouTuber I want to be. So this is kind of what I need to talk about and what I need to do. So it is currently 2021. Currently it is the 5th of so this is like, because I haven't been in 2021. So the videos that you passed seen last week was before 2021 even started. But to be honest with you, I had a lot of stress in me building up that I didn't realize, and it all revolved over this one thing. So as you know, I have a dog and her name's Rosie and she's a really good dog. And we've been going through training with her, and I have been training her for like 3 months, and I've been working my butt off to get to this point, and I've been working really hard, giving her everything, every ounce of my being for her to be able to travel with me and be my emotional support dog. Technically, emotional support dogs do not. Okay, someone just called me, so it stopped. So, as I was saying, as emotional support dogs don't necessarily require training, but I think is important, especially as a disabled woman, and understanding that a lot of people with service animals are struggling to travel and really get their service dogs to be with them where they need. Because Rosie doesn't have to be with me. It helps my mental health. It's not like a lot of people would need service dogs. And I want to be respectful to other disabled people who are not getting their human right to have their service dog everywhere they go. I see a lot of that, and that's really upsetting to me. So I really wanted to make sure when I did bring my dog to the airport, I had a really well-behaved, trained dog. So I can respect other people with service dogs to let them know that I care and I don't want to do anything to affect them not being able to use their service dog. So that was just something a big deal, and I think that was also part of the stress. And if you don't know, I have a few videos back about training. My dog is very reactive, and so the big part of training that we were training for is her her anxiety, her separation anxiety, her stress. And so I trained her for her reactivity, and it really worked. That's the thing. But it became this really stressful thing because it was something I had to do all the time. Because even though I trained her to be able to be around things that scared her, and we're starting to work through that and got a really long way, she figured out a way to bark for a cue, bark and then get a cue and then get a treat. So what I did worked, but it also intensed the barking. And so I was very stressed out because I felt on all the time, and I felt like I was doing like everything wrong, and I just it was very stressful. I've been crying the past few days, and I realized it just wasn't working, and I messed up. Like, I didn't mess up, I was doing everything right, but she outsmarted me, and that was really stressful. So we're trying to figure out, how to get through this bump in training, because in the reality is she still needs those rewards for her reactivity. Because if you don't know what I've been doing is, so let's just go back to what I did do. So whenever she saw a fear or something that stressed her, a stressful sound, I trained her to look for me, and then I would do a cue, and she would get that treat. So as I said, she learned to do that for everything, and she figured out she could do it to get an enrichment activity, because that was 30 seconds that I had her quiet in all these different ways. So it became this big ordeal that all the time that she was barking because she figured this out. And it became really stressful, and it was really overwhelming. and I felt like I messed up and I wasn't good enough, even though I'm doing an absolutely amazing job. Like, I cook for my dog, I do everything. I have a whole freezer full of licky mats. Like, I do everything right. It's just Rosie is extremely smart. And with having a very smart dog who's extremely food motivated, which is part of the issue, she learned how to get that food, as I said. So the way I was training her didn't end up, it worked, but we need to find a new way. So returning that, I just feel mentally and physically, and anytime I think about like training, I get really stressed, because it's almost like I almost have a little bit of PTSD. So I kind of didn't really want to film this, but I also really want to be open and really embody who I want to be as a YouTuber and as an influencer. So this is really important for me to do. So we're trying to figure that, but in all returns and other ending, that I'm absolutely exhausted. I'm tired within 2 hours, even if I get 8-10 hours of sleep, and I'm just mentally exhausted, and doing the simplest tasks really exhausts me. And so I'm going to have to figure out a way to different her training for my mental health, because in return she's really stressed by me being stressed. And so I've noticed a difference in her behavior, but what we did is we stopped giving treats when she would bark to get that reward, because what was also really upsetting, I ended up taking her to my mom's house so she could have a break. So she spent the night, and she never barked. She barked and then she quickly stopped because they weren't giving her that cue, and that was really also upsetting. So I just kind of ended up feeling really overwhelmed and just overall lost of what I'm doing, and I need a break. So I'm only going to post one video this week for my mental health. I'm going to try to go on a break. I would like to be back to normal next week, but if I do not post next week, which it might not even affect you guys because I'm 2 weeks ahead, so in reality I might just be a week ahead in my video, so it might not even affect you if I don't film next week or this week at all. But I also wanted to be open with you guys, so that's really what's going on. There's not going to be anything in the description. I may not even do a thumbnail. I'm just going to upload this and title it and probably do a thumbnail. No tags like I usually do for the algorithm. So that's all it's going to be. I don't expect it to do well, but I wanted to be honest with you guys so you know what was going on, because I think my videos did portray that I was doing really well. In the reality, I thought I was, but I was bottling up all this stress. And I really want, to show you that life isn't always great. And I wanted to be honest. And I often think 2020 was a really hard year in a way. So I'm sure all of us have had some stress that bottled up. And so what we thought would be like a relief maybe portrayed something else, which I don't think that was necessarily that for me. But like so far 2021 hasn't been very good. I'm hoping to change that. I think I just need to take a break. So that's what I'm going to do. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss one of my lovely videos. So I'll see you guys whenever I see you. Bye guys.